Ekankara Satguru Tah Prasad Sach Hoy. Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Vigan Vinash Soy. Welcome to another episode of Soj Prakash Granth in English. In this episode, we will be doing Raas 1.52, My Das Vaishno. There was a Vaishno sadhu who was a selfish devotee of Shri Krishna Ji. His name was My Das. He was a Swampaki, person who cooks food for themselves, and Atachari, one who keeps pureness in their food, thinking and speaking. He was a strict vegetarian who would cook his food with washed firewood, cooked in a stove dug 8 inches into the ground. He wouldn't let anyone else touch his food. He worshipped Shri Krishna Ji with selfless love. He did the company of saints and great beings. He would recite Krishan Krishan all the time. He would remember the Mor Mukut, the peacock-crowned, Pitambar, the one who wore yellow robes, form of Krishan. This was the Bhakti of the Sargun Sarup, the visual, tangible form of Kalapurk. He would focus on this form and did it day and night. He did no other task except focus his mind on the dark-skinned lotus-eyed, whose forehead was beautiful, the form which had curly hair and a slight but sweet smile, which increased the love in the Bhagats, is whom My Das worshipped. He did the Simran of Shri Krishna with love. He heard about the glory of Shri Guru Amar Das Ji. The Sikhs of Guruji had told him about Guruji. Many Sikhs told him this. He then wished to see Guruji. A few days had passed, and he planned to go, but for some reason, his household tasks would occupy his attention. After a few months, he finally got the chance to go to Gondwal. My Das stood at the door of Guruji's court and told the Sevadar that he wanted to see Guruji. The Sevadar informed Guruji about a person who was here to see him. Guruji said, "Tell him about our traditions. If he wishes to see me, he must eat langar in the Pangat first, and then come to see me afterwards." My Das got the message and was in doubt. He thought to himself, "The langar may not be prepared in the traditions that I follow. I cannot eat food cooked in an open tradition. My ways of purification and hygiene are not followed here. What should I do now? I will not break my traditions. If I break my traditions, what will be the use of visiting the Guru?" He kept thinking as he stood there. He didn't know what to do. After about a half hour, he made a decision. If I don't eat, I can't see the Guru. If I eat the langar, this will be against my traditions of cooking my own food in a hygienic way. It is better not to see the Guru than break my tradition over many years of hard work. It is my determination to live in my way. My Das then returned without seeing Guruji. My Das went home, but was uneasy about not seeing Guruji. He thought to himself, "The saints are avatars of our Kalpurk. They are filled with many powers. I didn't visit him. That was bad. He has saved thousands and made them into Brahmgyanis. Many were given moksha and became Siddhapurushs. My karma was bad. Which karma was it that did not let me see the Guru? I did not get to visit the Guru." He was depressed after realizing his mistake. He decided to go to Dwarka. "I need to wash this sin away. I will go to Dwarka and visit Hari." With great love, he set off to Dwarka, reciting the name of Hari. He had no other wish in his heart. He wanted to visit Krishna Bhagwan. He wanted to see the idol of Krishna Ji and ask for forgiveness. He was in a Bhakti trance and danced the whole way to Dwarka. He traveled during the day and felt happier as he got closer. He would travel great distances. As he approached Dwarka, he was in between the jungles. It was the Ekadashi, and he used to fast on this day every month. It was the thick of the jungle, and there was no other person in sight. Later that day, there came a big storm with dark winds. It began to rain and thunder. The lightning was ferocious. It began to hail. My Das was hungry and tired. He got really anxious. There were no fruits on the way, and he did not drink water, as per his fasting rules. His clothes were wet, and he began to tremble because of the cold. He began to look around and could not find shelter or fire. The rain made him more anxious, and the hunger was unbearable. At night time, there was no place to rest either. There was an old tree that was hollow in the middle of the jungle. He was able to lean against it and shelter himself from the rain. He stood in the stump and recited the name of Krishna. He was hungry. He spent the whole night like this. It was soon morning, and he had no other wish left. There was only the love of Krishna. The next day was Dwadashi. There was no way to break his fast. He kept reciting Krishna, Krishna. There was only the prema bhakti of Krishna. Krishnaji heard his cries. My devotee is depending on me. He has no other wishes in his heart. His faith on me is deep. He is drenched in love. He was about to be blessed. Krishnaji incarnated into a human form. He became a human and put a plate of food in front of Maidas. Maidas opened his eyes and saw a plate with lentils and rice. He said to himself, I am an attachari. Without proper hygiene and tradition, I cannot eat this food. I wonder who put this food here. I wonder if they bathed and prepared it with pure and hygienic methods. If I eat this, my tradition will break. If this was fried, then I could have eaten it and satisfied my hunger. Ghee was considered pure, so anything fried was considered pure. He had many doubts in his mind. He was hungry and did not eat the food. Krishnaji understood his wish and incarnated into another form and brought him puris, fried rotis. The plate was placed again in front of Maidas. When Maidas opened his eyes, he thought, there is no human here. Who brought puris here? First the food was cooked, and now it is fried. However it is, they know what I am thinking. I wonder who brought this plate. Who is able to read my mind other than the Prabhu? It has to be Prabhu that knew my wishes. Prabhu is nearby, but did not show himself to me. Prabhu came twice. He began to look around and wanted to find Prabhu. He shouted out in love, Bhagwanji. The puris were still there, and Maidas began to look around, forgetting his hunger. He wanted to see Prabhuji. He was drowning in the ocean of love. He couldn't find Prabhu and began to cry and shout. He lost the awareness of his body and sang out loud, O Redeemer, the Creator, Ghanshyam, the Savior, the Deliverer of the poor and weak, Manmohan, the Enchanter. I am a sinner, you are great. Please ignore my shortcomings and show yourself. You brought me food, show me yourself. He kept praying. He jumped over the plants and through the leaves looking for Prabhu. He called himself low and a sinner. Shyamghan Krishna then listened to his devotee. There was an Akashvani, a voice from the sky. Maidas, you are my Bhagat. You have great love for me. Listen to what you have done wrong. Where there is love, traditions have no place. Where there are traditions, love has no place there. For this reason, your heart was empty. When you went to see Shri Satguruji in Govindwal, you had doubt in your heart, and you kept strict to your tradition. You rejected love. The Satguru and I are one. I will bless you. You knew about the glories of Guruji, and yet you still rejected love. Your regret at this point is useless. You will not be able to see me. Go back to Govindwal. That is where you will see me. There is no difference between Shri Guru Amarji and I. We are one. You will see the form in Govindwal which you have in your heart. Guruji is on earth in bodily form to save the people of the world. Become a Bhagat and visit him. Let go of your doubts and visit him with faith and devotion. Maidas heard the Akashvani and was shocked. He was regretting his actions. It is true, I am guilty. Why would Prabhu visit me here? Shri Satguruji is the form of Parbrahm. He is the wisest and most enchanting in the world. My traditions have led me astray of what really matters. I will meet the Guru with humility and faith. I will see him as Sri Krishna. Maidas made up his mind and ate the food that was in front of him. He then went backwards to go to Govindwal Sahib. And that is the end of the chapter. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.